Welcome to the Mesozoic Media Park. Now, the goal for this park is to fill it with as many movie, show, and documentary dinosaurs as we possibly can. And this time, video games. That's right. This time we're doing Path of Titans. I'm going to be doing the Impact Crater, which is a spot that everybody likes to hang out at. So the plan for this is to fill it with almost the whole roster that Path of Titans has, but of course not quite the whole roster. There's going to be some that will be left out. So basically, what I want to try to make this into is just a giant hole, right? 'Cause that's what it is. I want to. There's gonna be a lot of dinosaurs in here, so I want to try to make this as big as possible. Okay, that doesn't look bad. I don't. I guarantee I am not going to be able to pull off a perfect circle. So I'm sorry if it's not going to look that nice. Can I go deeper than this? Actually, I can. Okay, I'm gonna try to go a little bit deeper. I just kind of think it'll look cool, you know? Okay. That's actually not half bad. I'm actually kind of happy with that. Of course, there is like a whole huge thing of water right in the center, so I'll just do that. Right. Okay. Then, of course, basic stuff. We're going to have to paint everything. Again, with a lot of dirt and sand, essentially. Yeah, this is definitely not going to be as big as it is in the game, too. Because again, I am still trying to save a little bit of space, but I think this is going to represent it as much as I possibly can. In theory, hopefully. I don't know. Alrighty, and then we're going to put some rocks up here, some trees down here, because of course there are some very, very sparse trees down there. And I guess just like place a ton of other rocks too. There's just like a ton of areas where there's just like a lot of rocks. I want to try to show that off as best I can. Okay, that's not too terrible. I mean, I tried to make the rocks look as random as I possibly could, but I think that I could probably remove some of them. Because I might have gone a little bit too crazy with the rocks. I'm going to make it a little bit more sparse. But I'm just trying to make it kind of look like, I'm trying to make it look like an impact crater, kind of like all damaged and everything. This is an interesting enclosure, though. I quite like it so far. It's gonna be a lot different compared to our other ones. I completely forgot that I do need to put a fence around this, otherwise we'll have all our dinosaurs just kind of like moseying around, and we can't have that. We cannot have that. I've gotten like a lot of questions recently about like basically what's going to happen with this series if it if we do eventually fill up this park, which is very close right now. One of the suggestions that I got was to release all of the dinosaurs and like let them all kind of hash it out and figure out who the winner is. That's a fight that would go on forever because some of these dinosaurs are like across the map from each other, so they would never actually fight each other. But I still think that's a fun idea, so I think I want to do that. I'll probably start another series, like likely in the same vein, but this time on Prehistoric Kingdom, because that one is a little bit easier to do some creative things, and that means I can also include like Cenozoic creatures and like, it will be more than just the Mesozoic Media Park. But there's still a lot more things I need to get to with this park, so. And I do still have some space. I think I have enough space for Jurassic Park and other such projects. But I think that's a decent impact crater right now. Maybe it's a little bit too brown. So I'm going to put in a little bit more sand. And then we'll start adding the creatures. Like the brown is a little bit too dark, if you ask me. Especially compared to how it looks in the actual game. There we go. That looks okay. At the very least, I think you can guess what it's supposed to be, especially with the water in the middle. So, let's go ahead and get our dinosaurs in here. Okay, now everything is here. So, let's go ahead and take a look at all of our handsome little dinosaurs. So, of course, I tried to include all of them that I possibly could. But that does not include the whole roster, of course. There are some that did not show up in this. But I just gave them all like random skins to kind of like show off the fact that, in the game, you can actually, change your skin of the dinosaurs. But we have Ankylosaurus. It represents the Anodontosaurus here. simply because I just wanted an ankylosaurid in here. We got the Styracosaurus right here, looking very good. We got Struthiomimus in all of its naked glory, just kind of like waddling around over here. I have Utah Raptor here. This represents the Achillobator. Really just any excuse to put Utah Raptor in an enclosure, because I just love the way that this guy looks. And then over here, we have Allosaurus. Then right here, we have Kentrosaurus, the first one of the park. Very cool. And then Triceratops represents the Eotriceratops, of course. Then Amargasaurus, the first Amargasaurus of the park as well. Very, very cool. Gotta love the Dicraeosaurids. I do really love Dicraeosaurids. I think they're such fascinating dinosaurs. Velociraptor here, it just represents the Deinonychus, simply because, like, the Jurassic Park Velociraptor is based off of Deinonychus, and really any excuse for me to put the Jurassic Park 3 Velociraptor skin, it just looks beautiful. So, we got Stegosaurus up here, Lost World, skin variant. Is that everybody? No, that shouldn't be. I'm missing some people. Iguanodon right here. Kind of look like Aladar a little bit. Then Dinochirus right here. Getting a good scratch in. And then right here, we got Ceratosaurus with colors that are kind of close to the Jurassic Park 3 one. Very interesting. Oh, and up here is, of course, the Tyrant Lizard King. Kind of looks like he has the buckskin color. I'm not too sure if it is, but still, very cool. So, yeah, that is Impact Crater, and this looks very similar to how this area typically looks in the thing anywho. Like, it looks like, wait, no, I put one more thing in here. Where is it? Where'd it go? I put two more, oh, there. Spinosaurus. Yeah, Spinosaurus is right here. And Suchomimus. Suchomimus is right here. There's so many creatures in here. Let me stare for a second to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Nope, I think that's everybody. Okay. So yeah, again, this is pretty similar to how, oh shoot, people were right. I wanted to test that real quick. It's our planet dinosaur, Spinosaurus. Someone suggested that I go on to another Spinosaurus and cycle through, and it should like bring us to this one that's trapped under the map. Wow, very unfortunate for you, I guess. But yeah, that is Path of Titans. Again, this Impact Crater is pretty similar to the way that it looks in the game, with a lot of players that just like to come over here and just hang out with a whole bunch of different dinosaurs with different dinosaur skins and stuff like that. It's honestly usually a lot more crazy than this. But this is very cool. This was a very cool edition. This is our first video game edition. I don't know if we'll have the opportunity to put any more video game editions, but I'll definitely try my best. I'll try to utilize the space that we have left to the best of our abilities. We do still have some space left. Again, be sure to leave some requests of what you would like to see next. I've been thinking I might do something like Dinosaur Revolution or March of the Dinosaurs or something along those lines for the next episode. But for now, this is what we got going on here. And this is a pretty packed park, all things considered. So that's pretty much all I have for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have an awesome day.